With its large collection of aircraft and aviation-related exhibits, the San Diego Air and Space Museum is one of the premier facilities of its kind in the nation. But as KPBS reporter John Carroll shows us, visitors will soon be able to see a part of the museum that, until now, has been off limits.
The building that houses the San Diego Air and Space Museum began its life featuring only transportation of the ground-based variety. The Art Deco masterpiece opened in 1935 as the Ford Industrial Exhibit, part of the California Pacific International Exposition. The banner advertising the temporary Ripley's Believe It or Not auditorium exhibit is an important part of this story. More on that in a moment. If you visited before, you know this structure, with its ceilings soaring to 60 feet, is ideal to show off planes hanging above. Famous flying machines like the Bell X-1, the first plane to break the sound barrier, that was in 1947. And this little red and white marvel, the GBR-1 Super Sportster. 15 years before the X-1, it broke the world speed record in 1932, reaching nearly 297 miles per hour. What you probably don't know is that both of these planes are exacting reproductions of the originals, built by hand just a few feet away, a few feet down.
This is the basement of the restoration department of the museum.
And that is Tom Nolan, a former Air Force aircraft mechanic, one of scores of volunteers who work down here. For folks who like to fix old stuff or make replicas of engines and aircraft, this is a little slice of subterranean heaven.
We got jet engines. We have this one here is, we've done this one. We did a cutaway on this one. You can see how it operates.
This is a 1930s-era radial engine, albeit much faster than that.
Much faster.
Around the corner, what you might call the Centerpiece Project, one of those planes the guys here are building from scratch. When it comes to fast, this was it in the 30s. This is a replica of the Hughes H-1 Racer, featured in 2004's The Aviator, starring Leonardo DiCaprio as Howard Hughes. There are no plans for this airplane. It's being built only from photos featuring a tape measure.
We have a machine shop, we have welding, we have all the capabilities of fabricating parts.
With all this unique, intricate work happening down here, and all the remarkable things this shop turns out, it's a shame this part of the museum is off limits to visitors, but that's about to change. The restoration shop is about to enter a new era. This blue tape gives a clue. In the very near future, they will start welcoming small tour groups down here. You can see there's a blue tape triangle there, one over here. This is where future exhibits will be placed.
We're formally creating a very special tour opportunity down here.
Jim Kidrick is the Air and Space Museum's longtime president and CEO.
Most of those tour groups would be smaller. Okay, we expect, it's 2 people, 8 people, 10. It has to be an add-on because it now takes docents, who will give that tour off the main floor.
Kidrick says he expects the tours to begin within a few weeks, which means visitors who come down here will see something that has absolutely nothing to do with aviation. These funky-looking little cars. They belong to Ripley's. They're being restored to their odd former glory. Fun fact, Nolan says they were manufactured in the late 60s on the British Isle of Man.
Just pulling this stuff apart, it's so rusted that, we're using heat and hydraulics and everything to pull it apart. So once we get it apart, then we can get everything restored.
Ripley's knew this shop was the perfect place to restore these cars, and that brings us to the genesis of this story. This one-of-a-kind contraption, a hard-to-describe collection of what Wizard of Oz fans might lovingly call colliginous junk. This sign, made decades ago for Ripley's, had stopped working. Ripley's knew of the restoration shop and asked if they could fix it. They not only restored it to its original glory, complete with this steel ball, They also added all new switches and electronics. Word is Ripley's was quite pleased, so much so that Kidrick says they gave the museum a discount on the price of hosting this exhibition. With all the attention paid here to restoring and building aviation history, Kidrick is also focused on the future. This bus goes out every week to schools, getting kids interested in the future of aviation and space travel.
We can't believe that there was only one greatest generation. We have to believe that our job is to perpetuate what they did and who they were, okay, to future greatest generations, because it is so important to realize how important they are to the future of not just the United States, of course, but the world.
Mission being accomplished here every day. John Carroll, KPBS News.
Another great story by John.